This is the DAGOR vehicle. It's our newest vehicle in our military line, our commercial off-the-shelf military vehicles, and we launched it here at the AUSA show. So this vehicle went into production last month in September, and we're under contract with 2 customers. What we did was we had identified a gap in the light mobility portfolio that the military forces around the world had, and that gap was somewhere between our M-Razor and the Humvee. And then we did a concept demonstration, if you will, of our vehicle. Started talking to customers about 2 years ago, and about 9 months after that first concept, we had vehicles in testing with the U.S. military. And then now, 24 months later, we're in production and we'll be shipping our first vehicles in November, 26 months after concept. So this vehicle was designed around the triangle that we like to talk about, which is transportability, payload, and extreme off-road performance. So the vehicle was designed to be able to be slung load under a UH-60 helicopter. So we had a weight limit of 4,500 pounds of curb weight. We also, as you know, our M-Razor's got about 1,700 pounds of payload, and we felt we needed to get into nearly double that range. This vehicle has 3,250 pounds of payload. And when we talk about payload in Polaris Defense, we're an off-road vehicle company. That's payload at 100% of off-road capability. It's not payload sitting in a parking lot, and it's not payload here at the show. It's payload while you're in extreme off-road terrain. So what we felt like is if we were able to build a vehicle with that level of performance at that weight that would allow the customer to transport it with tactical air, we would have a winning combination. And this is the winning combination you see before you, the DAGOR vehicle. Okay, so with the DAGOR vehicle here, what you see is really a utility vehicle that was built to be modular. So this variant that you see here can carry 3,200 pounds with 5 passengers and a gun, including the gunner, or you can go up to 9 passengers, fully kitted out at over 300 pounds, and you can carry 9 infantry soldiers in this vehicle. So you can imagine it going from a squad carrier to an actual reconnaissance vehicle to a fast attack type of vehicle to get to the objective quickly. There are multiple weapon points. We're not in the weapons business, but we have customers that mount weapons on our vehicles, and we have partners that provide us the capability to mount weapons. And you can see a crew-served weapon on the top of the vehicle. Weapons can be mounted on any of the pillars. Here you see them mounted on the B pillar with a swing-out arm. And that configuration, again, we built this vehicle to be modular. That configuration is completely up to the customer. How they want to put weapons on there, what weapons they want to put on there. This vehicle has the capability to carry heavy weapons, light weapons, and it can use all the pillars for attachment points. We think that mobility is one of the real strong selling points of the DAGOR. And the reason is that this comes from our off-road pedigree. We're not a defense contractor that comes at this from meeting a requirement. When we build something, we build it with off-road mobility in mind. Polaris, our parent company, has sold over 1 million off-road vehicles in the last 5 years. Nobody in the world comes close to that ability to develop the understanding of vehicle dynamics in an off-road setting and the trade-offs between weight, performance, center of gravity, and how this vehicle will perform in what we call extreme off-road terrain. This vehicle has been through some rigorous testing in some very, very rough terrain and has outperformed anything that we're aware of on the market out there today. And then the beauty of that is to be able to combine all those things with a commercially off-the-shelf available powertrain and components and bring in a GSA price that's under $150,000. And it's available today out on our GSA schedule.